And this time Ezedin goes into the net. Easy shot, perhaps overdoing it a little bit from that distance. And the South Africans claw one back. 1-2. And as the players go for drinks, we take a little break. Meyer going for the big hit there, straight into the back of the glass. Richard Ashworth with a high lob, the Wandecha. Great recovery there after an unfortunate backhand Meyer, and Egmont van Heerden goes for the killer shot, goes straight into the net. All the scoreline. Apologies for the gremlin setting into the scoreboard. And Meyer now serving to Ashworth, 40-30. And that's the game. Ashworth to Ezedin. Gets that back. Ashworth goes down the middle. Textbook Bandeja. Straight to Meyer. Goes one, goes two. Trying to push Meyer down the line in order to open up the middle. And off that one there. Double-handed backhand there from Achim Meyer, clipping the top of the net. Love. Those of you watching at home need to know the very difficult conditions at which these players are performing right now. If you've just joined us, 34 degrees Celsius and a humidity factor of 94%. That's what we've got on our weather chart right now, and winds particularly weak and certainly not cooling at all, and that of course makes playing conditions very, very, very hard for the players. And as they come to the break, we'll come back to you shortly. Big hit there by Ezzedine, 15 love the scoreline. Van Heerden finds the middle gap, exposes himself to the right, and while Ezzedine returns it straight back there. 30 love. $40 love. And that's the game. Ezzedine and Meyer now lead 4-2 in the second set after having dropped the first by 2-6 to the South African pairing of Ashworth and Van Heerden. Van Heerden now serving. Ezzedine goes for the glory and mistimes that slightly. 15 love is the scoreline. Egman Van Heerden with a little peek over the net there, and nice lob there from Meyer. Ezzedine goes for the corner with the bandeja. Meyer goes again for Van Heerden's corner. Nice rally building up there. Ashworth clips the top of that net. Really great point that was, and the crowd equal to the task. The crowd now numbering over 200 people on site and still streaming in. This is, of course, the first semi-final of this A1 Padel Africa qualifier here in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, for the very first time. And Achim Meyer goes into the side net there, into the top of the net. And 40-30 the scoreline. Crowd, spectators braving the warm conditions, warm and humid conditions, to be out here to watch this beautiful game of Padel, and that's the game for the South African team. Now 4-3. Lead Ezedin and Meyer in the second set after having dropped the first by 2-6. Back on court, and ball in hand is Achim Meyer. 4-3 up in the second set. Beautiful return there by Egmont van Heerden down the parallel, just millimeters away from the side fence and the glass. Beautifully executed. Love 15. Doubtful call there. Let's see what the umpire gives for that. He gives the point. Beautiful serve. And 15 all is the scoreline. Ma goes high. Instinctive flick there. And Richard Ashworth finds the left-hand corner of Meyer's backhand. And soft and depth. Beautifully executed, Richard Ashworth. High into the air. And this time Meyer goes for the Bachada. Second one so far that is hit straight back into the back glass. And 15-40 the scoreline. 3 break points for the South African team. This time Van Heerden stretched. Goes into the back of the glass. 30-40. And this time the backhand of Richard Ashworth straight down the parallel. Fools well Ezedin, and leads to the break. 4 games apiece in the second set, and the South Africans will now serve, looking to regain the advantage in the second set. If you've just joined us, first set to Ashworth and Egmont van Heerden, 6-2. Now 4 games all, Richard Ashworth serving, and this of course the A1 Padel Africa Qualifier held in Abidjan, Ivory Coast. Big hit there, Ashworth. Straight back to his side of the court. 15 love the scoreline. And at stake here in the semi-final, of course, a place in the final of this tournament. And that'll lead to qualification for the last 32 of an A1 Padel Masters tournament. Off the glass there from Ashworth. Trademark shot. Ezedin goes high. And Egmont finds the gap. Well recovered by Ezedin. But Egmont van Heerden this time takes no prisoners. He's making no mistakes at the net. Goes low and solidly down the side. 30 love the scoreline. Ashworth to Ezedin. Ashworth overpowers that one into the glass. If you're watching us on streaming on either the paddlemagic.ci Instagram account or the House of Paddle INT Instagram account, perhaps on our new YouTube channel, the House of Paddle YouTube channel, but you are in the Ivory Coast, you are in Senegal, pop into the Paddle Magic complex here at the Les Centrales Tennis Club in Cocody, Abidjan. Lots to do, lots of activities, and a good crowd gathering up. And Egmont van Heerden is clearly upset. I'm talking about the crowd, and the location goes into the glass with that one, and we have a golden point. Apologies in my excitement. Score is 40-30, not a golden point. Exciting paddle, excited commentators. And this time they do get the game and take the advantage in the second set. The South African team, as Meyer goes with the backhand, clips the top of the net. This time doesn't get the bounce, and it comes back to his side. Players back on court, and we've got Wael Ezzedine about to serve 4-5 down in the second set, looking to get back into the game and perhaps force a third set as the South Africans look to clinch the deal and close this semi-final out and book themselves a place in this evening's final, where they will meet the winners of semi-final 2. And beautiful rally, a little bit over casual there by Egmont van Heerden. You can see Richard Ashworth there really telling him, what are you doing? Too casual. Egmont van Heerden says, but I had a shot, I had to take it. Van Heerden goes, Ashworth goes again for his little trademark boost there on the left-hand side, but not able to execute as he should. My with the slap down into the ground. And it's 40 love. South Africans will be scratching their heads here as the Senegalese pairing look to hold serve, take this to 5-5 and buy some breathing space, and that they do as they take the match to 5 games apiece in the second set, after the first set having been taken by Richard Ashworth and Egmont van Heerden by 6 games to 2. Players not switching sides, they just drying rackets. As we mentioned earlier, conditions really hot and humid. .30 love the scoreline. 40 love. And Meyer there with the power, and game to Ashford and Van Heerden. 6 games to 5. They lead in this second set. And at the break, score Ashford, Van Heerden 6-2, 6-5, and Ezzedine and Meyer will come out ball in hand. Fifteen love. $15.30. Van Heerden into the glass, 30 all. $30-40 is the scoreline. Match point for Richard Ashford and Egmont van Heerden. As Achema gets ready to go to Ashford, goes down the center. Ashford retrieves well once, twice, and Achim Mauer goes for the reverse into the side glass, and the South African team is through to the finals. 6-2, 7-5 in this first semi-final right here at Padel Magic in Abidjan, Ivory Coast. This is for the A1 Padel Africa Qualifier. And at stake later on this evening, where this team of Ashford and Van Heerden have booked their place into, will be at stake a spot in the last 32 of an A1 Padel Global Masters Tournament. Something to look forward to. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with you for the second semi-final. And right in the heart of Abidjan, in the beautiful suburb of Cocodine, we have the Padel Magic Padel Club, owned by the lovely Yasmin Owais and Faiza Owe, two female entrepreneurs here in the Ivory Coast, running what is possibly the largest padel club in the Ivory Coast. Padel, a young sport in the Ivory Coast, only around for the last 2 years, benefiting from the global expansion of padel. And these two fine entrepreneurs have opened a beautiful padel club, 6-court padel club, right here at the Les Central Tennis Club in Cocodine, Ivory Coast. And what are they doing right here with us? They are hosting the A1 Padel Africa Qualifier, which was originally for the Bahrain Masters later on in the month. The Bahrain Masters having been cancelled for various reasons, and the winners will now participate in the following Masters to be held by the A1 Padel. So on offer here for the winners of this second semi-final in this tournament and of the day, a place in the last 32 of the A1 Padel Global Masters Tournament, and that's something surely to be very, very excited about. First semi-final earlier on today, Richard Ashworth and Egmont van Heerden taking on the pairing of Achem Meyer and Wael Ezzedine, and dispatching them 6-2, 7-5. Meyer and Ezzedine clearly feeling the exertions of a mammoth quarterfinal last night here at this beautiful club. And late in the evening, 2100 was the start time for that match, a full 3-setter, and in grueling conditions the whole week through since the tournament started on Thursday. Temperatures have been between 32 and 37 degrees. Humidity ranges between 90 and 96%. And today, of course, is no different. 34 degrees, the temperature on the thermometer, and a humidity factor of 94%. Really drenching conditions for everyone, both spectator and player, but of course the players really exerting themselves. You'll see them change shirts 2-3 times during this match, and these players are warming up with the new balls. If you've just joined us, my name is Paulo De Carmo, and you are either listening to me on the House of Padel YouTube channel or on the padelmagic.ci Instagram account, or the House of Padel INT Instagram account, both streaming on Instagram Live as well, and then we have our YouTube link. On court, you have furthest from your screen, we have Wael Fakri from Senegal, a mixed nationality team here. On the left of your screen in the turquoise shirt with the white trousers, and to his right in the orange shorts and white and orange top, we have Najib Faki from Ivory Coast, local player, proud Ivorian, and these two forming a formidable partnership, having come through their first and second round matches as well as their quarterfinals yesterday emphatically. Straight sets, wins all 3 rounds, and they take on both of them. Wael Fakri rated number 6 in Senegal, and Najib Faki, the potentially due to the lack of rankings in Ivory Coast, being a young sport, potentially the number 1 player, male player in the Ivory Coast. Their opposition on court there to the right of your screen, we have Brahim Safiuddin, the number 1 player in Senegal, and to his left in the red top, Karim Karit, the number 2 player. So this, the number 1 pairing in Senegal. All 4 of these players now with some A1 experience, international experience, all 4 of them having played in the Africa Qualifier for the Swiss Masters in Verbier, and they were seeded 2 and 3 into this tournament. Looks like Fakri and Faki have won the toss, and they are serving, and it's 15 love Najib Fakir there with a gentle touch down the middle. Now going high. Karim Karit very effective with his cross-court rouleaus and smashes. Typical of his tennis experience. Both these players from Senegal, Safiaddine and Karit, ex-Senegalese international tennis players, now adopting paddle as their sport of choice. Wael Frakri going with a high lob, not quite getting there. Big hit there from Najib Fakir. Not quite able to finish the point. And intelligent play there from Brahim Safiaddine. Drawing out the players into the gap. Unexpected return there from Karim Karit. Players back on court.
Dani, où est l'Igazo? L'Igazo. Viens la régie là, Théo. Viens la régie là.
Beautiful textbook bandeja there from Karim Karit. And Najib Fakir overhitting that straight into the glass.
On récupère, allez.
Apologies, gentlemen. A few hiccups here with the scoreboard. We'll be getting it updated very shortly as Brahim Safiaddine goes for the lob. Karim Karit straight into the back of the glass. Safiaddine now to Najib Fakir. Karim Karit goes hard, reverses direction, and body shot to Wael Fakri, and all good. These things happen in the game of paddle. No menace intended. All done in good sport. Karim Karit goes high, goes for the portraits. Doesn't quite get it, but nevertheless gets the point on the board. Looks like we may have resolved with our scoreboard. And this time Karim Karit goes big, leaves it short in the middle. And Najib Fakir takes no prisoners, waits in the middle of the court and goes straight back to where it came from. And 15-all the score. Gentle of touches there from Wael Fakri, and this time Safiuddin with the big bandeja, extra power, extra spin, and Wael Fakri unable to control that at all, bouncing off his racket and straight out of the court. Najib goes portres, wrist flick. High into the air by Karim Karit, into the back wall. And Fakri and Fakir are on the board. Karim Karit on serve, serving to Wael Fakri. With this early advantage, early break we had. Goes big. And Najib Fakir able to clip that, can't get it over the net, off balance. 15-love. Beautiful bajada there off the glass from Karim Karit. And Najib Faki, no answer for that one. Looking for the corners there, Karim Karit, very experienced player. 40 love the scoreline. Beautiful bandeja there. Good block at the net. High into the air by Safiuddin. And this time, Najib Faki for tres out of the court. Beautiful technical ability Najib Faki has. And really adapting well from tennis to paddle. He, of course, has a tennis academy in the north of the Ivory Coast. And just really coming out of his shell in terms of the sport of paddle. Having watched all four of these players back in Senegal, in Dakar, earlier on in the year for the Africa Qualifier for Switzerland Verbier, Najib Faki, tremendously improved player. And here we are again, beautiful finishing off the line, taking advantage of the short lob. And Safiuddin, despite attempting to be in position for a return, really had no chance with that. Beautiful cross-court dipping clip there from Wael Fakri. Misdirected serve. Into the back glass there by Safiuddin. Looking a little bit out of sorts in these early stages of the game. And a quick wrist flick there from Wael Fakri seals the game. 3-2 the scoreline, and as players go out for refreshment, we'll be back with you in a jiffy. Back on court. High lob there from Karim Karim. Textbook bajada there from Najib Faki. And well, Fakri not at the races at that shot there. Ibrahim Safiuddin, very elegant player, good hands, minimal mistakes, a little bit uncharacteristically out of sorts today. Lots of unforced errors, but early times of the game, only 5 games down. Karim Karit looking for the middle. Now goes to the corner of Wael Fakri and offers Mr. Fakri no chance whatsoever on that return. 30 love the scoreline, 3-2 in the first set. And Wael Fakri clearly looking, body language not extremely positive as he goes into the net with that. This time Najib goes deep, trying to move Karim Karit around and off his angle, and Safiaddin takes aim at Wael Fakri and emphatically takes it. 4-2 is the score in this first set, as we hear our commentator, our umpire in the background found his voice in this early stages of the second semi-final. We are very pleased. Najib Fakri leaves that a little bit short. Karim Karit says thank you very much and goes por tres out of the court. Into the back of the glass there. Lots of discussion there between Mrs. Faki and Fakri. Starting to feel the pinch as Karim Karit and Brahim Safiaddin assert their early advantage of the break. Goes for the big one again, yeah, Karim Karit. And Wael Fakri really struggling to deal with the power and precision of Mr. Karim Karit. And the drop shot there. Not all power and precision, but precision and gentleness from Karim Karit as the drop shot surprises Wael Fakri and takes the game. Karim Karit serving 15 love up in this first set, and the overwhelming theme seems to be to drive the shots to the side of Wael Fakri, who's going to have to find a way to deal with the varied range of shots from Karim Karit. Beautiful bandeja there. Ball goes straight down the middle, trying to open up the gap. And class act there from Mr. Karim Karit. Puntaco, as my Spanish commentator friends would be saying. A banger. And that's 30 love. As Karim Karit and Brahim Safiuddin look to put us away. The quicker the better. Conditions are not the best.
40 love, set point.
And we have a set point. In fact, we have 4 set points. As Karim Karit goes to Najib Fakir. Beautiful serve, drops the pace, gets the ball off the glass to dip, and we have the first set, 6 games to 2 for Mr. Karit and Safiuddin over Fakri and Fakir. 6 games to 2, and we'll be back with you shortly. Fifteen love in the second set as Najib Fakir serves to Karim Karit. Najib Fakir approaches the umpire. I think a little unhappiness there at the ball boy coming onto court. And Karim Karit straight into the back of the glass.
No, no.
40 love the scoreline.
Game.
And Karim Karit for the second time misjudging that lob.
Mr. Bakri and Mr. Fakir, 1 game to 1.
And quick turnaround now. Usually the first games are quick turnarounds. Players quickly making their way, drying their rackets and coming on board. And Mr. Brahim Safiuddin to serve. Love 15. Love 15.
30-15.
Il n'y a rien, Karim. Allez. On perd, on récupère. Allez.
Two potential break points here, and Safiuddin and Karit will not want to give up any of their advantage here after having won the first set so emphatically. And they force the golden point,
We will receive
and the first golden point of the second set. And Mr. Fakir to receive. And into the glass, and the early break comes for Mr. Fakri and Fakir. As they go 2-0 up in this first set, and we'll come back to look to really assert advantage now. And well, Fakri to serve, 2-0 up.
Hold. Quiet, please. Love 15.
Fakri with a serve. Karim Karit tries to go down the line. A little duel going on here between the two. And Najib Fakir coming across, stealing the point unexpectedly, straight down the line. And
15.
Mr. Karim Karit, a little startled with that big hit from Najib Fakir.
$30-15.
30-15 the scoreline.
$40-15.
40-15.
Quiet. Hold.
Yet another golden point as Fakhri and Faki look to mount a comeback here. Cement advantage, 2-0 up in the second set after having dropped the first by 6 games to 2. And having won the previous golden point, they'll be looking to do exactly the same, which they do as Brahim Safedin overhits that volley straight into the back of the glass. And we have a 3-0 lead for Fakhri and Faki. Umpire Potter has called for a medical break. It seems one of the teams is having hydration issues. The tournament doctor attending to Mr. Wael Fakhri seems to have an issue with both hydration and his hand. He did hit his finger. Earlier on in the set, we saw his hand brushing against the side fence, and doctor on site. Terribly important for paddle tournaments, so in fact all sporting tournaments, for there to be medical assistants on call and who are able to assist with immediate effect. We cannot health and safety a priority for the sport of paddle globally, not just here in the Ivory Coast in Abidjan. Seems all's well that ends well, and players back on court, and Karim Karit about to serve as umpire Potter calls for silence from what is now a 400-odd crowd sitting around the court. And beautifully dropped down the middle by Najib Faki, ball hitting the glass and coming straight down. Love 15 the scoreline. Those extremely hard shots to deal with as they die straight off the glass. Those out there listening will know, who play paddle will understand exactly what I'm talking about, because you'll have experienced it many, many, many times in your social games. Karim Karit, body language not the best, completely overpowering that, feeling frustrated, and you can see there his partner Brahim Safedin coming to talk to him, to have a word in his ear. Take it easy, you can do it, you're a good player, we need to calm down. Big gap opening up there, both players sitting now on the left hand side of the court, and Wael Fakhri sends that one into the glass. And an ace, the first ace of the semi-final. Unusual at this level, but an ace it is. And we have a golden point. Great comeback there by Safedin and Karit. And Najib Faki will be receiving. Karim Karit on serve. Thus far, the golden points have been won by the mixed team of Fakri and Faki. And Safieddine and Karim will be looking to change that. Goes for the big bang. Najib Faki goes for tres. Doesn't quite get it, but there is no answer from Karim Karit on that one. And the score is now 4-0. Fakri Faki in the second set, and Najib Faki will be serving and looking to really put this pressure on, claw back the second set and force the match into a third and final deciding set. Wrong score. All the scoreline. High into the air there from Brahim Safieddine. Goes big, and
30-15.
Safieddine and Karit are going need to be wiser and not let his short lobs anywhere near Najib Faki. His technique is absolutely flawless. He's doing the big hits at feet. If not at feet, he's going por tres, and certainly not missing very many. High percentage success rate, and Safieddine and Karit will be wise not to force the issue down that side of the court, particularly not with that type of shot. Karim Karit really frustrated there, and going into the net with what would normally be a very attainable type of shot from him. And this time it's well Fakri into the ground and out of the court.
Mr. Fakri.
So Safieddine and Karim Karit experiencing what can only be termed as a mini collapse here in the second set, and they'll be looking to really just take a deep breath and try get back into this. There will be most likely a third set unless we witness a phenomenal, almost miraculous comeback. There will inevitably be a third set, and they'll be wise to re-strategize. They're sitting courtside with one of their coaches, traveled all the way from Senegal, taking advice, and they'll be looking to somehow take a deep breath and rethink their game plan as to how they're going to be moving forward to assess what possible could be going wrong in the second set. Players walking back on court. Crowd really getting behind the players here. Crowd to the left of your screen, to the front of your screen where chairs have been put up in the courts, and to the right. The ticket clerk tells me well past the 500 mark now. People as they're piling up. Remember, this game will be followed by the ladies final of the Padel Magic Ladies Invitational Tournament, powered by A1 Padel, and that'll be the game straight after this in the final, where we have two exciting teams, and then that match will be followed by the final of this A1 Padel African Qualifier. 30 all the scoreline here. And Safiaddin slightly overhits that. 30-40, and we have a 2 set points here for Wael Fakri and Najib Fakir. And beautiful bandeja there from Karim Karit, catching Najib Fakir off balance, facing the wrong way. Golden point. Seems Najib Fakir will once again be accepting the return. Big lob there from Karim Karit, straight into the back of the glass. And Fakri Fakir 6 games to 0 in the second set after having dropped the first by 6 games to 2. And we have a third set. And we're going to leave you to get some more popcorn, recline, get some refreshments, and we'll be back to you shortly for the third and final set of semi-final 2 at this A1 Padel African qualifier for the A1 Padel Global Masters Tournament. Exciting paddle here in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, at the Le Central Tennis Club, where the Paddle Magic Paddle Club is resident. 6 beautiful courts. And we have on court semi-final 2. If you've just joined us, I'm Paulo De Carmo, bringing you this live stream commentary as Najib Fakri goes big and Karim Karit goes high, slow, flick of the wrists into the top of the court. And as I was saying, bringing you this streaming commentary, which you are either watching on the House of Padel YouTube channel or on the Instagram streams of paddlemagic.ci or House of Padel INT. Either way, stay with us. This is a phenomenal match. 3 sets on the go. Brahim Safiaddin and Karim Karit, all the way from Senegal in West Africa, the westernmost tip of Africa, having won the first set 6 games to 2, dropping the second set, love 6 to Wael Fakri and Najib Fakir, a mixed partnership, a Senegalese and a Ivorian playing together. And now well into our third set. This is the second semi-final. Earlier on today, South African pairing of Richard Ashworth and Egmont van Heerden took their semi-final and booked their place in the final later this evening. Fault. Conditions not really relenting. Still 32 degrees on the thermometer. Still 94% humidity. And that's no deterrent for the sport of paddle. All players really working hard, sweating it out. And you can see already a couple of the players have changed shirts for the day as we go into this golden point, the first of this third set. And the crowd also not deterred. Well over 500 people on courtside, watching this phenomenal game. This, of course, will be followed by the ladies' invitational tournament final, the Paddle Magic Ladies Invitational. Lots of prizes there. Beautiful paddle was played by all those ladies involved, and we've got two teams in the final. A Senegalese team, which is the #1 rated Senegalese ladies pair, playing against a team from the Ivory Coast who is new to paddle, but tremendous amount of experience on the tennis court, including an under-18 Ivory Coast champion. And the golden point once again goes the way of Wael Fakri and Najib Fakir. Players will switch quickly, just drying rackets and grips and toweling, but it will be a quick turnaround. You can see the crowd, lots of shots from the crowd, people sitting in the designated seating and just standing around. If you are watching this on any of the channels and you are anywhere near, if you are anywhere near Abidjan, in the Ivory Coast, Cocody is the suburb of choice, and Le Central Tennis Club, where Paddle Magic Paddle is your venue. Lots of refreshments, lots of food, lots of activities, and of course, champagne paddle on offer throughout the evening. There we go, Karim Karit about to serve to Wael Fakri.
Love.
15 love the scoreline. Beautiful block drop shot there by Wael Fakri at the net. Safiuddin overhitting the blocks.
15-30,
Really excitable crowd here. We saw that yesterday in the quarterfinals. Really passionate paddle supporters here in the Ivory Coast, and the traveling party, particularly the one from Ivory Coast, and umpire having to call silence several times during the match. This, incidentally, you know, many a compliment and accolade is bandied about, but this is the largest participation tournament in Africa thus far in the history of paddle. And since paddle has come to the African continent, 60 teams entered this tournament, participated from 10 different African countries. Representatives as far as Tunisia, Cameroon, Benin, Togo, Ivory Coast, South Africa, and more. 10 countries, 60 teams, really an inclusive tournament and the highest participation number. Truly international tournament here, this A1 Padel Africa Qualifier, and well received. Teams from Ghana traveled across, and various other countries. As I said, 10 different countries, really something unique and something really progressive for the sport of padel as it develops and expands throughout the continent of Africa. Let first serve.
La 15.
Allez, Barou, allez, souris. Allez. Souris, allez. Rentre-moi, t'es dedans, là. C'est pas grave.
Out. Golden point.
Golden point. Karim Karit is elected to receive. Again, apologies for the gremlins in the scoreboard. It now seems to be, well, a little bit more stable. Karim Karit goes for the big one, and for the very first time, Karit and Safiuddin win a golden point.
Mr. Karit and Mr. Safiuddin leads by 2 games to 1, third and final set.
And they will come out with this break in hand and a slight advantage. They will come out to serve after the break, and important early advantage in this third set after having sets sitting at 1 apiece. And ladies and gentlemen, if you've just joined us, don't let the scoreline fool you with a 6-2 and love 6. We have had 8 golden points in all in this match, and that highlights the tightness of it. 7 of those golden points going the way of Wael Fakhri and Najib Faki, with only 1, this latest one, going the way of Safiuddin and Karit. We're going to take a little break, get some water. We suggest you do the same because it's about to get super tense.
Allez, voilà le job.
Love 15. Big hit there from Karim Karit. Leaves it a little short. Najib Faki gets it. And the drop shot block from Brahim Safieddine just too hard to handle. And 15 all the scoreline. Karim Karit with a beautiful ruler high. Makes Wael Fakri move out of position. Gets back into position. Tries a drop shot. Goes big to the feet of Karim Karit. And Karim Karit picks it over under his toes, but goes into the fence with that. Every point, every battle, highly contested.
Late.
Beautiful play there. Beautiful rally building up here. And Karim Karit chooses not to go into the glass. Comes off his back. Little flick into the net. And as my paddle coach tells me, what are you doing? Into the net goes Wael Fakri.
Legarit Zadine, 3 games to 1. Final set.
Safieddine and Karit really pulling out all stops there, really having to dig deep to win that game and maintain the advantage. And the 1-3 advantage is a clear one. As Najib Faki goes for the big hit, doesn't quite get it over. And Karim Karit goes to the corner. Wael Fakri seems to once again be the destination. Por tres, puntaco, Karim Karit. Banger. Pushes Wael Fakri into the corner and then gets it out of the court. Najib Faki goes deep. Karim Karit slips and can't quite get it back. Najib Faki with the serve. Wael Fakri seems to be destination one for both of these Senegalese players as they look to go big. Karim Karit goes big again, doesn't get the 3, but gets the point. (15-30). High into the air, Najib goes, tries to take the pace off it, tries to go for the side fence. And doesn't quite get it there. 15-40. Crucial for Fakri to get back into this now. At 1-4 it might be just one mountain too high. And they do, just as I say that, they do start to get that back. 30-40.
40.
Golden point it is. Statistically, as I said earlier, Fakri have won 7 out of the last 8 golden points. So they've got to be feeling a little bit confident, serving and with the stats on their side. And so they do. Great comeback there from 15-40 down to take the game. And while the players go for refreshment, we're going to take a deep breath here in the commentary box because the game is tense. Stretch your legs, relax, recline on your armchair, and we'll be back with you shortly. Players back on court. Karim Karit with ball in hand, 3-2 up in this third and final set. This after having won the first 6 games to 2 and emphatically dropping the second 0 games to 6. Nice high-pitched bandeja with a kick there into the corner. And a drop of pace from Safiuddin. Moving Wael Fakri out of position. Wael Fakri recovering really, really well. Going over his head again. And calling for the double bounce. Let's see what the call from the umpire is. 15 love. Wael Fakri should not have stopped playing there. In the old adage of other sports, play to the whistle.
15 love.
15 love. Karim Karit goes for the big hit, doesn't quite get it over. He's struggling with his range. And Wael Fakri waiting for the ball at the net, just taps it at the feet of Karit for the 15-all. Important as paddle players when you're really going for the big hit to make sure it's really a big hit, because if it falls short you can very easily be punished, as that was the case. This time Karim Karit drops the pace and sends it to the right hand of Wael Fakri. Wael Fakri not happy with the crowd noise. 30-15. Umpire continuously calling for silence with this really excitable crowd. And great sportsmanship there from Karim Karit, who commiserates with the problems the crowd is causing and goes back and replays the point. This is what the sport of paddle is all about, even at this higher level, that players commit themselves to fair play at all times. 40-15 the scoreline now. Ball into the air there by Brahim Safiuddin and overhit. 40-30 the scoreline. Goes high again, once again into the air. Najib Faki comes to collect it, drops his position. Karim Karit goes for the ruler, doesn't quite get over it. Player switching. Great recovery there from Safiuddin, but this time Najib Faki with a backhand finds the gap in the movement and takes us to yet another golden point.
Golden point.
If you're looking for a festival of golden points, you're at the place to be. Fault.
Out.
And this time, Najib Faki's lob hits the back of the glass, and yet another golden point goes the way of Safiuddin and Karit. Well, Fakri on the serve, looking to stay in this game. Ball slightly wide left of the center line as you look at it from your screen.
Fault.
And that was a double fault. Second double fault of the game for overall. Not the ideal way to be dropping points in a match, in a semi-final, but nevertheless part of the game.
Very 15.
30-15 the scoreline. Into the back of the glass this time from Wael Fakri.
Video. Out.
High in the air there, and well judged by Safiuddin. Beautiful middle piercing volley there from Najib Faki.
40-30.
40-30. And well, Fakri into the ground and out of the court. Players will go off, and when they come back, to the roar of this crowd, and look how excited they are. Brahim Safiuddin and Karim Karit will be serving 4-3 up in this third set after having won the first 6 games to 2 and dropping the second in amazing fashion, love 6. My name is Paulo de Carme, and I'm enjoying this game with you in your company, either on the Instagram of padelmagic.ci or the House of Padel INT Instagram, or on the House of Padel YouTube channel right here from Abidjan in the Côte d'Ivoire, in the beautiful suburb of Cocody at the club of Padel Magic. Players back on court. The mixed pair of Fakri and Faki already on, excited. And I see the people there waving their fans around. The heat has not abated. We're still sitting at 32 degrees with 94% humidity. Safiaddin with a serve. High lob there. Change of direction there from Karim. Goes for the bandeja into the corner. And this time Najib Faki cannot deal with it. 15-love the scoreline. Big hit there again from Brahim Safiaddin. He's had a few of those that haven't quite come off. This one does. And 30-love. It's always good when they come off at the right time. This time it's the turn of Karim Karit, who also has struggled with his timing. And there's nothing wrong with that. Into the ground, to the top edge of the fence above the glass. Awkward bounce into the net. Down the middle it goes a serve from Safiaddin, and the return is not the answer that Najib Faki wanted. And the score is now 5-3. Najib Faki to serve. Well left there, Karim Karit. Prepared for the bandeja, saw the height, able to drop his racket. Love 15 the scoreline. This time while Fakri corrects his errors, goes low across to the feet of Safiaddin. 15 all. And this time, big hit there, Najib Faki. Ball doesn't quite make it out the court for Postres. And Karim Karit sidewinds that into the side. This time he does get it right. Slaps it on the forearm to his left and out of the court. 30 all the scoreline. Every point applauded with fervor. 40-30 the scoreline. Support for both teams. And we have another golden point. And you remember that table has now gone 7 games, 7 golden points to 3, with the last 3 going the way of Safiaddin and Karim. And Najib Faki says, no way, this point is mine and I want it, I'm not giving up. And the score now 5 games to 4 as they go to the break. Get some refreshments and we'll come back for what could potentially be the final game of this match, or maybe not. Players back on court. Umpire calling for silence repeatedly during the breaks as the players walk back on. Karim Karit serving. And drops the pace on that. Najib Faki wise to the move. Goes straight at the body of Brahim Safiuddin. Over blocks, and Karim Karit goes for the big one. Skew to the left of the glass.
Love 30.
Love 30 the scoreline.
Settle down, quiet please. Quiet please.
This time, Brahim Safiuddin uses the double wall. Side to back. Low wood spin. No response there. No response possible. Najib Faki into the side glass. 30 all. Beautiful ruler there from Karim Karit. Well guided, well defended by Najib Faki. Both teams seem to think they won that. And umpire calls the ball out. One for the dubious calls committee. And it's 30-40. And Najib Faki winds that one mid-air towards the body of Safiuddin and takes the game. And the fight back is real. 5 games all. And we have a real contest on our hands. The break at a very crucial time. Umpire struggling with the crowd noise, the crowd really roaring at every point. And Najib Faki goes big, sends the ball home. Love 30 the scoreline, and well, Fakri and Najib Faki must be feeling really, really positive about what's happened here. Coming from behind at disadvantage and regaining the advantage with that break, and not just a break off the old master. That one left a little bit short. Najib Faki goes big, straight to the body of Karim Karit, and 40 love the scoreline.
Quiet please.
And well, Fakri and Najib Faki have really turned this advantage over. From being 5-4 down, they're now 6-5 up in this third and final set. And looking very positive on the body language. They'll come out. Brahim Safiuddin will be serving, and will be serving under pressure to stay in the game. The crowd behind the commentary box is wild and noisy. I don't know if you out there in the audience can hear that. You can see the images out there. They're singing their songs and supporting their local hero, Najib Faki. in this match, and really getting behind the players. Umpire Luke Potter really struggling with the calls, particularly the ones for silence. Here we go, standing ovation as Najib Fakir comes onto the court. Safiuddin with the ball. Goes down the middle. The Bakhada there from Karim Karit. Slows it down. The Senegalese pair now being a little bit more cautious. 15 Love playing that last point with a lot of patience, a lot of steadiness, soft, slow shots, resisting the temptation. This one, however, a little bit more power in that bandeja there, straight down the middle from Karim Karit. Goes for the ruler. Catches Najib Fakir slightly out of position. Tries to retrieve it on the backhand. Pace kills him. The reduction in pace really bamboozling him a little bit there. Well, Fakir really recovered well. He was struggling in the first set. This time, Safiuddin into the ground, out of the court. 6-game all. And what we have is the second semi-final about to be decided by a tie-break in the third set. Apologies to the viewers, there will be no scoring on the screen for this tie-break, but we will keep you abreast of the score on every call. Najib Fakir serves, and great return there from Safiuddin. Straight through the gap, low, soft. 1 love. Karim Karit to serve. Tiebreaker, of course, in this format. Standard tiebreaker, first to 7 or win by 2. Fortuitous bounce there from, on that shot there from Karim Karit. Goes for the big hit. Off the blind side of Wael Fakri. And the score is 2-0. Karim Karit now serving from the right to Wael Fakri. Tense silence on court and amongst the spectators. Slight increase in power there from Safiuddin. Good defending there from Wael Fakri. Regaining the net, switching positions from Karit and Safiuddin. And this time a switch on the other side from Wael Fakri and Fakir. Hard bandeja straight to Safiuddin, who's unable to get it back over the net. Wael Fakri, ball in hand, serving 1-2 down in this tiebreaker. High lob there from Karim Karit. Double-handed backhand there. Remnants of his tennis career. Najib Fakir.
3-1. Tariq Al-Safari.
Well, Fakri serving 1-3. Excellent serve. Second ace of the match.
3-2. Tariq Safari.
Brahim Safiaddin now serving 3-2. First one goes into the net. Serving to Najib Fakir. Goes big, Karim Karit there, moves Wael Fakri left, right, and quick switch around. And Safiaddin will serve his second serve from closest to your screen.
Quiet please.
Safiaddin serving 4-2 up. Over the head of Karim Karit, who sends it slowly and softly into the net. Fundamental mistake. Can't be happy with himself. Najib Fakir to serve. 3-4. Fortunate bounce off the top of the net. Hand up, it's one of those things, it's part of the game. These awkward bounces happen. We're sorry, but we're not sorry. We take the advantage. And these things tend to even out throughout the matches. Karim goes for the big one. He gets the kick. And he, the lower pace, confuses Najib Fakir. 6-3 now the advantage in this tie break. And Karim Karit will serve for the match. 6-3 up in this tie break. At 6-all in the set. Goes down the middle. Return is good. Fakir and Fakri have got the net. Fakir goes to the feet of Safiaddin, who can't deal with it in the right position. Ball dips at his feet, and he can do no more but to watch it. Still match point. Karim Karit to Wael Fakri. Returns parallel. Great recovery there from Safiaddin. Again the net. Player on the ground. He's recovered. Karim Karit goes a little bit of the kick. And overhit. Najib Fakir hits it, and 7-4 in this tie break. Brahim Safiaddin 6-2, 0-6, 7-6 book their place in tonight's final, where they will take on Richard Ashford and Egmont van Jeunen from South Africa. You can see the images on the screen. Jubilation from all the teammates, all the traveling support from Senegal, all the local support. It's been a really battle of epic proportions for African gladiators of the paddle court, really putting it out there and we leave you with these images. Remember, we'll be back shortly with our final for the Paddle Magic Ladies Invitational, where we have the #1 seeded ladies from Senegal taking on an exciting young team of ex-tennis players from right here, Abidjan in the Ivory Coast. That's coming up next, and that will be followed by the final of this A1 Paddle African qualifier for the A1 Paddle Global Masters Tournaments. We'll be right back with you. Until then, Welcome. Hello, Africa.
Lap 15.
Abidjan, Ivory Coast, Padel Magic, Ladies Invitational on your screens. Closest to you, Liliane Salab and Gwendoline Laurent, the #1 rated players in Senegal, playing in this invitational, having topped their round-robin group, won their quarterfinals, their semi-finals earlier this morning, now in this final of this amazing tournament. And across from them, Viviane Kwame on your right with a peak, with a sun peak, and on the left, Iris Kwame, who is a beginner in paddle, under 18 tennis champion in Senegal, having a 1200 rating on the ITF rating chart globally, and now converting to the sport of paddle. Their first tournament, two sisters, 35 years of age and 18 years of age, almost double in age to each other, playing paddle as a pair, and in a tournament for the very first time, representing the Ivory Coast here, and really, really incredible setup that they have here where they play. This is their home club at Padel